Nikolai and I. Nikolai's eyes. Nikolai's.
Maxis being murderized, straight up eaten by Dr. Monty is just really funny to me. Hey fellas, how's it going? So surprisingly, the zombies community has not completely died out again yet, so hold your horses. You know, we've had more time to go over Alpha Omega, so this is basically review part 2, so I have more to say. Once again, I think it was kind of, I think this is a word, unanimously agreed upon by the zombies community that Alpha Omega is just missing something in the gameplay and feature department. And in the last video I kind of said, I don't know what it is, something is missing, but I don't know what I'm asking for, but I think I've realised what it is. Okay, so Pack-a-Punching is a little journey, a task that we do every single match that we play. Right, think Mob of the Dead building the plane and flying to the Golden Gate Bridge, Gorod Krovi flying the dragons to the bunker, Ancient Evil flying Pegasus to that second area with a big ass lady, going inside the big ass Apothecon's stomach in Revelations. That is just epic. You know, even just unlocking the rift in Shadows of Evil, it's always this journey about exploring, but in Alpha Omega it's just a bit underwhelming. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every Pack-a-Punch needs to involve flying somewhere and needs to be complicated. That is not what I'm saying. To prove my point, Pack-a-Punching in the map Buried, right? Buried, it's not like a multi-step task, it's more of a challenge, right? All you have to do is go through the witch's house and then through the maze and not get your points stolen by that bee. Now, imagine if none of that existed in Buried. Imagine if the Pack-a-Punch was just, all you had to do was get Leroy to break down a door and Pack-a-Punch is there, and that part of the map doesn't exist, right? Imagine Gorod Krovi without the bunker, the dragon strike and the lockdown and the flying dragons. Imagine even just the Eisendrache without going to the rocket pad and doing that little just exploring to get to Pack-a-Punch. All of those maps without that would definitely feel a bit basic, a bit more simple, a bit like something is missing. And I think that's what's going on here with Alpha. It's time for everyone's favourite time, fanfiction time. So, to remedy this problem, imagine if the Pack-a-Punch in Alpha Omega was all about fixing up a bus, right? Getting some jerry cans of fuel, getting a car battery, and then Ted drives us in the bus to a new location, a second half of the map, which could be the Nuke Town drill. Everyone has heard of the Nuke Town drill, but it doesn't bloody, what? Why does it doesn't even exist? It's in the loading screens for the 2 different loading screens for Nuke Town. It's a big storyline thing, but in the map, it doesn't even exist. So imagine if Ted drives us in the transit bus to the drill, and that's where Pack-a-Punch is, and it could also give us a nice training area maybe. The next thing is the layout of the map. The layout of a zombies map is actually really, really important. Think Die Rise and Transit. And then, you know, take a good one, for example, the Eisendrache. That's a great layout. Mob of the Dead 2. So I don't think that the layout for this map is tragic for Alpha Omega, but I don't think it's great either. It really reminds me of Shangri-La. It's just really claustrophobic and tight. There's nowhere to camp, there's nowhere to train, so you just need to keep your head on a swivel, but it doesn't bloody matter because you're going to get swarmed anyway. So if you put those 2 things together, like changing the layout of the map and giving us that second half where the Pack-a-Punches are maybe a actually good training spot maybe, the map would definitely feel a lot more expansive and maybe like it's not so hollow. The last thing is maybe just throw in a random gameplay feature. One that comes to mind is the Revelations mask and hat system. Do you remember that? You know, the purple perks and the abilities that unlocking all of those masks. Imagine if we had that in Alpha Omega, like you just play and as you do stuff, you unlock different helmets and one can protect you from the Nova gas and the Nova bombers, one can protect you from the electric dogs and the electric jolting jacks, whatever, and then just other ones, like there might be a hat that gives you a random perk, maybe a mask that acts like the Hell's Retriever that brings drops towards you, or just something like that. So when you're playing through the map, there's just that little extra thing to do if you want to do it, but you're not forced. It's just an extra feature that you can do to give you and the map more content. Anyway boys, there is how I would fix the issue. I hope that this video did not, or my tone did not come across as like angry or hateful or this map sucks or anything like that. It's totally not. I'm just passionate, and that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone can agree that it feels like something is missing, and here's how that could have been fixed, or just identifying the issue. And you know, but anyway guys, cheers for watching, stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah.